It's the Loni Swain Show, weekdays 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on WGCI FM Chicago. I'm Loni Swain here with Liz from the Domestic Violence Legal Clinic here in Chicago. And it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we definitely want to learn more about how we can help bring an end to, if not provide more assistance, of course, for this major social issue. So first, if you would define domestic violence.
So I think most people, when they think of domestic violence, they think of things like physical abuse, like punching and hitting, behavior like that. But under Illinois law and in the domestic violence community, the definition is much more broad than that. It also includes isolating behavior, things like not wanting your partner to speak to people of the opposite sex, or controlling the things he or she wears, or putting the person down, using intimidation. Also things like preventing a person from having their own economic freedom, so preventing a partner from working, things like that. It's basically anything that's using power and control to keep the romantic partner down, basically.
Okay. And now some of the legal options when someone finds themselves in this situation of a abusive relationship and they want to seek some sort of help, what are their options?
So if a person is looking to seek legal help, first of all, if a crime has been committed in the courthouse at 555 West Harrison, there also is a state's attorney's office, and they screen cases and they can press charges if there's been a criminal offense. So that's the first thing. Also at the domestic violence courthouse, people can seek orders of protection. Those are orders that restrict an abusive partner's behavior. So they can do things like say that he can't show up to your job, that he can't come to your house, that he's not allowed to damage your home or your car. If you have children in common with the abuser, an order of protection can also sort of set a new status quo, saying who's the one who has primary care of the children, and sort of address things like visitation and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And so what are the different variations of orders of protection? There's a total stay away and...
So broadly speaking, there are two kinds of orders of protection, or that's at least the way I usually break it down for my clients. There's something we call a total stay away order. That's a provision in an order of protection that says that the abuser is not allowed to have any contact with the petitioner. That includes things like email, phone calls, messages through third parties. So if he's going to try to send friends to try to talk you out of going forward with an order of protection, that would also be a violation. Mm-hmm. The other kind of order of protection is a no unlawful contact order. That's going to be sometimes less effective, especially in cases where the abuser has already resorted to physical abuse behaviors that were already illegal. Mm-hmm. But it is an option for somebody who wants to seek an order of protection and does not feel comfortable saying that, I'm going to have no contact with this person going forward. Mm-hmm. The other important thing that an order of protection can do for you, and you can ask for this for either kind of order, so with a total stay away or with a no unlawful contact order, you can ask for exclusive possession of your residence. If you have a legal right to live in your residence and you want to say that the abuser should not be allowed to enter or remain at your household, you can ask the judge to enter an order saying that he's not allowed to be there anymore. Mm-hmm. He has to have another place to stay, and you have to have a legal right to be in that residence. But it's a really important remedy because it can give you an increased safety in your own home. Mm-hmm. It also means that, if you get an order of protection, say you get a total stay away order with exclusive possession, so a total stay away order saying he's not allowed to be in the house. Those are things that were not previously illegal, but now that they're in an order of protection, they become illegal. So that means that you don't have to wait for, particularly for somebody who's been physically abusive, you don't have to wait for him to resort to physical violence again. Just him having contact with you at all, or just him showing up somewhere where he's not supposed to be, is enough that you can call the police and use them to help keep yourself safe.
Mm-hmm. Now, if someone is watching this video and they're in a situation and they're saying, that's exactly what I need right now, and some of the hindrances that they might have been leery about calling before because they thought that it was going to cost too much money or take too much time, what remedies are you here to share with them, that these services that you actually offer?
The first thing I want to tell everybody about, I think it's really important that everybody be aware of, is the domestic violence helpline, and that's just a toll-free number that anybody can call, and you can call regardless of what your situation is, because you can call them for crisis counseling, you can call them to find out about services, you can call them to get information about filing for an order of protection, and that number is 877-2-END-DV. That's 877-863-6338. The other thing that I think is important for people to know is that it does not cost any money to file for an order of protection. So our clinic, which is based in the courthouse at 555 West Harrison, we offer free legal services. And there are a number of other legal aid agencies that are also based in the domestic violence courthouse that do the same. In addition to that, there are court advocates, so they're not attorneys, but there are agencies that have legal advocates who are very familiar with the process, who can help people fill out paperwork and who can stand up with clients in court. Then, in addition to all of that, even if you're going to go represent yourself in court, even if you're going to go file the paperwork yourself and go stand up in front of the judge yourself, it does not cost any money to file for an order of protection in Illinois. So you don't have to have money to come to the court to ask for this kind of protection. Our website is www.dvlcchicago.org, and our phone number is 312-325-9155. And we're also a walk-in clinic on the first floor of the domestic violence courthouse. That's at 555 West Harrison, so it's at Harrison and Clinton. And we're open every day that the court is open, so it's Monday through Friday except for court holidays. And our clinic opens at 8:30 in the morning, and we stay open until we've hit our capacity for the number of people that we can help. We're usually open until we stay open until we hit capacity, or until 1:30 every afternoon.
Okay.